Thank you. No problem.
The first question again? The Nuggets, the Jazz. So,
hi, everyone. Just letting a few more folks in, so hang on one second.
Good.
Okay, great. Let's jump in. Thanks again, everyone, for your time. Thanks, Corey. We're going to start by taking questions. So we'll go around the room. If you guys have a question, please just raise your hand or send us a message, and we'll go around the room. And just a reminder to state your name and affiliation. So Chase, we're going to start with you.
Hi, Corey. Chase Hughes from NBC Sports. If you could, which teams have you spoken to so far?
Quite a few. I've had about 10 interviews or 11 interviews. So, I mean, almost half the league. It's been, let's see if I can get them all. Boston, New Orleans, San Antonio, and Minnesota. And then this morning I had Cleveland, Golden State, Chicago, New York, LA, both LA teams, and just got done with Oklahoma City.
Thanks so much, Chase. Rodrigo, we'll go to you.
All right. I want to ask you how last season prepared you for this stage here as you were facing.
Yeah. Sorry.
Finals, and how that prepare you?
Yeah. I treated all last year as kind of a runway to my rookie season. I went through the draft process last year and was able to get feedback from teams and kind of took their advice to heart and was able to implement those things right away. And then being in that kind of a pressure situation in the Final Four and in the national championship game is going to be able to translate directly to those big games, especially with fans kind of coming back into the arenas and those packed playoff environments. If I'm blessed enough to play in the playoffs next season, I'll be able to draw back on that.
And you're still looking for improve your shooting form? As we already know that you're one of the best shooters in this NBA draft. What are you looking for in a couple of weeks?
Yeah, I mean, of course, there's always room for improvement until you make every single one. So, shooting it deeper, shooting with more arc. The times where I miss shots, so just there's a little flat. So, just little tweaks like that to get myself ready. But, no major overhauls or anything.
Thank you.
Thanks, Rodrigo. James?
Thank you. This is Jim Eichenhofer from Pelicans.com. Corey, I'm not sure how much you paid attention. You've paid attention to the mock drafts and stuff like that, but you're a name that's been mentioned quite a bit as far as potentially going 10th to New Orleans. You mentioned that you talked to them already. How would you think that you would fit in with them as far as just playing with Zion and playing with Brandon Ingram and some of the talent that they have on that team?
Yeah, well, I'm tailor-made to build with or to play with a guy like that, play with guys like that, guys who have the ball in their hands a lot and need driving lanes to score. I'm able to put the defense in constant motion, move the furniture around to give those guys opportunities to make plays, and then I'm a great compliment for them as well. Just take pressure off of them. Those guys need to go out and score 20, 25 a night. That's the kind of players they are. But I'm definitely able to step in and take that scoring load off of them too, with my shooting and playmaking too.
Helps prepare us for that. Get us ready.
Thanks, Jim. Aaron, we'll go to you next.
So we can do those types of things.
Hey, Corey, it's Aaron Rose from SI Now. I actually wanted to ask you about your teammate. Everyone says he's a winner in Jaylen Suggs. What does that mean? What does he do to make him a winner?
Obviously, other than his record, he plays the game the right way. That's one of the things that I was most impressed with him coming into Gonzaga and the way he carried himself, how he cared about his teammates and others, the way he learned the game. He was an unbelievable learner for a guy his age. And, whatever team ends up drafting him is going to be really lucky because they're going to get a guy who's going to change their organization for the better.
What's it like playing with him?
It's special, man. I felt like every time my hands were ready, the ball was there and I was ready to shoot. It's true when they talk about the comparison between, a quarterback and how that goes to the basketball floor. Like he's able to see stuff before it happens. And even at a really young age, he made some really mature decisions and mature plays for us throughout the season.
Thank you.
So I could just fix it and adjust to it.
Thanks, Aaron. Christos?
In the game, or if
Hello, Corey. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. I would like to ask you, last season you fight for the championship, you played in the championship game. How helped you to grow as a player and those season for you personally?
How was the season? Is that what you asked? How did it make me grow?
How helped you to grow? Yes.
Yes. Okay. Well, I mean, it helped me understand what it takes to win a game like that. I never, I've played a national championship before, and we came out a little bit flat, and it cost us the game. And so being able to come out for a game with enough energy to take on a team like Baylor was huge. And then, I had a great year. I grew a bunch as a person, having to navigate it through COVID and all the protocols and stuff we had to work with was not an easy task, and team building and, putting a team together with that kind of obstacles is tough. So, I had a lot of fun playing this year, though. All that being said, it was one of the most enjoyable years of basketball I can remember. So a lot of good and a lot of bad.
And for next season, what is your main goal, and what result will make you satisfied from 10 months from now?
I really want to, whoever I'm fortunate enough to play for, I want to be there and play significant minutes and make an impact right away. I want to impact winning, and I want to be able to, call that place home for a while. I want to have enough impact to be able to, play for long periods of time, hopefully for the same team. And I think this is a really good start, and the kind of combine I've had is a good start towards that.
Thanks, Christos. Spencer?
Spencer Davies, basketballnews.com. Hey, Corey, when it comes to catching and shooting and then also putting it on the floor, where do you feel like you're best at right now? And just at the next level, what do you think you need to work on?
Yeah, I'm best is definitely on the catch and shoot. And I've grown my game so much off of the dribble over the last 2 years. I watched film of myself freshman and sophomore year and don't really recognize the kind of player that was out there. And so it's a kind of a testament of how much I can improve in that time. And I can't wait to see how much I improve from here on out. So definitely need to continue to work on putting the ball on the deck and make guys pan for, closing out really close on me. And that's going to be a kind of a consistent theme for me, I think, in the NBA for as long as my career lasts.
Is that just kind of on quick reads, like on a pump fake or just how do you process that quickly to, get to that spot you want to get to when you do put it on the floor?
Yeah, totally. It's reading guys out of the corner of your eye. I mean, you're looking at the ball coming in, but you can feel the defender. That's something I'm really, really thankful to have thousands and thousands of reps doing, just being in games. That's kind of the situation I find myself in a lot. So just continue to work on that and, kind of sharpening the tools in my toolbox in every way I can.
Are there any players at the next level that you model your game after or watched particularly a lot of film on?
Yeah, the guy that has been the gold standard for me forever has been Klay Thompson. Whenever I don't feel good about my game or have a bad night or whatever, I watch him score 60 on 12 dribbles, and that's like my main highlight. That's what I love watching. So the way he plays the game, the way he impacts their team, you've seen how much they miss him since he's been out. I want to be as close to that as I can.
And then the last one for me, what's a common misconception about your game, do you feel?
I think, my athleticism. I think I get pegged as a guy who people can take advantage of on defense. And for whatever reason, a guy who can't run, can't jump, whatever. And the numbers I had in the combine were a great start to proving people wrong. And I can't wait to get on the floor and continue to do that.
Thanks, Spencer. And I'm just going to go back to Rodrigo for one more.
All right. You just mentioned about Klay Thompson, but do you think your game model as like Joe Harris? You feel your style is the same as him?
Yeah, totally. I mean, that's the comparison that I've heard most often. throughout this draft process. And Joe and I are friends. We know each other, and it's an honor to be compared to a guy like him. The career he's made for himself, you know, almost being down and out to signing a big deal with Brooklyn. So really happy to receive that comparison and honored. And, you know, hopefully I can live up to it.
Thank you.
I'm a great player that can help their program with everything.
Any more questions for Corey?
So I feel like that's what they feel like.
Okay, thanks so much, Corey. Good luck this week, and really appreciate your time.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Translate to the game with the presence of defensive mindset, the offensive tools that I have.
Thanks, Corey.
And I have.
Thank you.